Hello everybody, welcome to another Alternative Interactions. I'm Gary, welcome to my channel. Well, we're having another update in Babble today, and I'm out again. The sun is shining still in the UK. No jacket, and I'm walking past or around a little walk around a lake, which is popular with dog walkers and such like in the such like, it's my favourite saying apparently. And so there's a little bit of you can't see it, let's have a look. There we go, you can see a little bit of the lake behind me. And then if I turn around, we have beautiful fields of Norfolk. So yeah, it's April the 3rd. So for all those from April the 1st, Happy New Year. If you think I'm crazy, congratulations. No, it's just wanted to catch up with you guys. I'm trying to put some good content out at the moment. I'm doing a bit more research, trying to make things a little bit more interesting, as it were. So I've got a few things on the boil. Obviously, coming up on Sunday is our Rocking Pandora's Box Part 2 of the Great Pyramids, and that's going to be a good one. Looking forward to that. I've got some really interesting facts about the pyramids that a lot of people won't be probably aware of. In fact, I think only the people who follow Jason of Archaics and have actually looked at his Great Pyramids of Giza playlist will be aware of that. I have got my microphone on again because my phone volume is not great, and it's a bit windy, so unfortunately I hope you're not picking up just wind and you are actually hearing me, which would be lovely, and not the out of breathness as I walk along. So no, yeah, so there's going to be some really interesting stuff, things that we haven't never had cards pulled on, which I think is lovely. It's something new, it's something fresh and a different angle, you know, and it is an alternative idea. Just cup that a bit so hopefully the wind doesn't affect me. There's downward wind at the end of the wind at the moment on the lake. So yeah, hopefully the sound's okay on this. I do apologise, but hopefully you hear some geese in the background. But yeah, so that's going to be a really interesting show. I will recap very briefly on some of the historical dates, and from the comments explain what I mean by the big reset and other kind of, they're not resets, but we would call them resets in our language. Our language is very limiting in what we do and how we say things, and so there can be confusion with the language we use, which is a shame, but it's designed that way. So it's the meaning behind the intention, and hopefully that comes across in the shows we do. I still need to get hold of Jenny May. I have spoken to her and Richard. Not that Richard's important in this one, but I have spoken to Jenny May regarding the crystals show, something that's for beginners like myself. I know very little about crystals. It's not something that my brain seems to be able to absorb. Just go for a narrow style, there we go. Yeah, it's not something that my brain seems to be able to absorb in any way or shape or form. So as you can see, we've got the lake behind me. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's not something that my brain seems to be able to absorb, the crystal energies, and they are very important, very important. as all energy is, because everything is energy, and so it's something that I'd like to get my head around a bit better. And so in the next week or so, I'll definitely be getting Jenny May on to explain the crystals for somebody like myself who really doesn't know a lot about it. You know, I know a little, but not enough. And so hopefully we're going to start a new series on that, which will be a lot of fun. Jenny May's got a lovely energy, and you would have seen Jenny May the first time with me on Rocking Pandora's box when we spoke about the phase, and she showed us some of the artwork she'd done, which was amazing. So that'll be good. So I am working on some big projects. I'm looking at one which is about Janus, the twin-headed god, and that's going to be quite a deep one, and I want to make sure I get that one right, because I will be and have to go into the religious side of things on that one, and I'm a little bit hesitant because I don't want to upset anybody particularly. It's not the intention to upset people, but I do need to kind of get that information out there about some of the misdirection, we'll put it that way, and mistruths about certain aspects that I think and have come across. So yeah, I also like to thank all the new subscribers. So if anybody is still here from being a new subscriber, hasn't turned off already, really do appreciate all your love, your like, your shares and the subscribing. It helps me move the channel forward, and I really do appreciate it. It's lovely. So that's a big thank you for that one. News wise, there's a man with a small moustache that's come to light again. Something that I looked at several years ago, which reminded my head on the branch that's been cut off. Something that I looked at many years ago, and I'm not going to talk about that anymore on this channel. I don't think it's appropriate because of the algorithms, but I will just say, I'm sorry if it's windy at the moment, I'm between two lakes. So we have a lake to the back of me, and then the lake I'm actually walking around. So being a fisherman, you know how it is. But yeah, what I intend to do, and I've just started it today, is on the Telegram group, I'm now putting a little bit of extra content out. I'll try and speak up a bit louder at the moment because of the wind. I do apologise. Yeah, so I'm going to put some extra content out on the Telegram group. Same name, Alternative Interactions. It's free to join. It's just an open access group, and I'll be putting up stories or bits of extra information that I might not have been able to share when on YouTube, because we don't live in a society where free speech is allowed or encouraged or condoned, regardless of what they tell us. So yeah, I just did a piece today on that. So if you're not on Telegram, please do join it. I'm not on Facebook, X or Twitter or whatever it's called, or any of the other as such. I have a private account on Instagram, but that's just for me to keep up with some of the fishing bits and pieces, and it's not something I use, and I'm very unlikely to respond in any way on that. So yeah, we've got quite a lot coming up in the near future. Say several big projects I'm looking at. I will be doing one, I'm sure I've just said it already, on the pyramids. Although Richard and I are going to be doing it on Rocking Pandora's Box, I'm actually going to put a presentation together, record that and drop that the day after our Rocking Pandora's Box with a bit more information, and so hopefully some of the things I say you'll be able to understand a bit more, because there'll be some kind of visualization of it, you know. So we shall see, but yeah, it's everything's good in the world. We're just seeing everything play out. I am certain of the outcome. I have no fear, no problem whatsoever about the outcome. We are going into an age of change, and whenever change happens, there must be some kind of fallout, some kind of ramification, some kind of change in energy, and that's all we're seeing at the moment. It's a change of energy. You know, nothing too big, nothing too bad. It's all good. It's as it should be. You know, I've got no concerns. We're watching the play out, and it's wonderful, really, to be aware. I would say awake, but being aware at this time, being able to see it for what it is, you know. And please don't absorb the energies. We have enough energies coming in via the Schumann resonance and the stars and planets in Mercury, I think, retrogrades and stuff like that. So it really is an interesting time. So don't get too triggered by the energies. Just walking past a dog walker now, so he'll probably think I'm completely mad talking to my phone. Hello. So yeah, we've got a lot of energies in the universe at the moment coming through. Big changes are going on at the moment, and we don't need to be absorbing any of the negative energies and toxic energies. This is also something I've been looking at recently. I did a video called Jet Fuel and 911, and this is a very interesting video because the symbolisation and the power of the 911 is very, very clear, and it's been used against the public and us for a very long time. And it's very interesting that we have that symbolisation or symbology currently. Oh, the sun's there we go. We'll try it. There we go. You can see some more fields behind me now. We have symbology of that showing itself out. Oh, it's beautiful. And I think it's been changed round. Something that's very clear to me, and something that I'm fully aware of, is the use of the collective consciousness in spells by the dumb elites who can't produce or create anything. They just vampire off us. Metatron's cube, in other words, they are just part of that sickness, and they can't produce anything. But what they can do is influence the collective consciousness, and when the collective consciousness has been influenced, what we see is a change in the realm to them, to their way. And what this, you call it the Great Awakening, or whatever you want to call it, really. What this higher vibrational awareness is creating is a big change in the elite's ability to do anything to us, and so their spells are no longer working on us. And I want to cover this as well. It's going to be a small piece, but there's a few interesting dates that I've come across for a while now, really. And these interesting dates have real meaning in the sense of the elites and how they've put us into enslavement. And I think we're in a position now where things are changing for sure, and we can see it, which is great. And so I've got a beautiful oak tree with the lake behind. It's beautiful. So yeah, we've got a lot of things that connect into one thing and another thing. As you know, my brain works and connects stuff, and I've got to try and put something together. And yesterday I spent 12 hours of solid research. Hello, Mr. Cow. 12 hours of solid research, and didn't get one slide on a PowerPoint presentation, but did create an awful lot. Probably went for about 10,000 slides and information, drives and pen drives that I've got, all sorts of stuff. So it was a very interesting day. But to get that onto a PowerPoint and present it in a way that will make sense is another thing. So I am trying to do that, which is why you've kind of got an update and a babble, because tonight I've got to try and sit down and put a couple of slideshows together, really. I've got 4 or 5, sort of 6 ideas at the moment floating around. There's some updates on things that I need to do, flat, round or neither, as I said. And lots of these concepts click in. There's a secondary one I want to do on the Tartaria power as such, which is a different slant again, as you could expect from me, a slightly different angle. So yeah, there's a lot coming up, and I'm trying my hardest, and I'm very busy. But if I don't post on YouTube, I will be doing those voice things on Telegram with a little something, even if it's 5 minutes, just to keep you updated. Might even get around to do a couple in a day. But thank you very much, everybody. I really do appreciate your support and following me. Love, light and blessings, everyone, and look after yourself. And if you got the chance, go out and hug a tree like I'm about to, and enjoy nature and the sunshine while we have it. It's beautiful. Make the advantage. Take advantage of this. You know, it's beautiful and it helps us. And connecting to nature or Mother Gaia is the one. It really is for me anyway. So, bye everyone. Love, light and blessings. Look after yourselves.